Hi, everyone. I just came back, as you know, from Divine Mercy Chaplet. Tonight we have our adult education class. I'll be sitting right here at my desk, and we'll be teaching that class tonight. I'm really excited about it. Should be a really excellent class. So if you can, please join us. I'll be looking forward to seeing you there. It's at 6 o'clock. You can see on a post that I just something I just posted, a text of the link on how to get onto that and how to be part of the class. You know, there's talk about possibly reopening in the end of the month. So I just wanted to, it's not definite. We really don't have any details, except it's something that is a goal that I think we're trying to shoot for. I know that the bishop had talked about wanting to open up on Pentecost, so it could possibly be that we are going to. We don't know for sure, like I said, and it could be that we don't. But it seems like it's an aspiration that seems logical that we're going to shoot for. So I just wanted to mention to most especially my parishioners, because if you don't live in Westerly, or if you're not my parishioner, then it kind of doesn't apply to you. I understand that, but I guess this is the best way that I could reach everyone is through Facebook. I sent out flock notes with a message to my parishioners who are on flock notes, but there are a number of people who aren't on flock notes and who but are on either YouTube or on Facebook. So our parish council met through, of course, Google Meet, and which I really liked, actually. I think we're probably going to do that indefinitely. I kind of enjoyed, kind of being in the rectory and not having to be in a conference room. And we got all our points across. Everybody got heard. I mean, it was just like we were meeting. So I think it worked out pretty well. But we've been meeting regularly, and we are going to be meeting regularly with the parish council just to make sure that we have our ducks in order when we do open. And it's something that we've been really planning for a while regarding logistics. So what I'm announcing is that I'm going to add 2 masses on the weekend at Immaculate Conception Church when we reopen. And hopefully that'll be in the end of May, as I said. So right now we have a 4 o'clock mass on Saturday. So I'm going to add a 6 o'clock mass on Saturday. So that way, 4 is usually a pretty big crowd there. So this way, if there are people who want to go to the mass on Saturday evening, and they get turned away at the 4, then they could come to the 6. We're also going to stream the mass. We're going to shortwave the mass downstairs, televised in our parish hall. So we're going to set up the chairs appropriately so there's enough space in between everyone. We're going to have the mass televised downstairs in the parish hall. And then we are going to have a Eucharistic minister, an extraordinary minister, go down and bring communion to anybody who is down there. So, and then we're also going to add a mass on Sunday. What I'm going to do is we have a mass at 7 p.m. during the summer, and it becomes to 5 p.m. during the winter. So now when we reopen, it's summer, so we're going to have mass at 7 p.m. So I'm going to add a 5 p.m. So I'm going to have a 5 and a 7 in the evening. So that way, anybody who can't make it to the 11 or can't, because they come in and I don't know if we'll have that problem if they get turned away from either the church or the parish hall. But anybody who gets turned away because of numbers, because we just can't fit them in the parish hall or in the church regarding social distancing, I'll have 2 masses on Sunday night. I'll have a 5 p.m. and a 7 p.m. So even if you get turned away from the 5 for some reason, then you'll be able to Can people hear me? I see someone that says no tone again. Just can you tell me if you can hear me? Just so, yep, thumbs up. It must be Anya. It must be something with your phone, because I think everybody can hear me. So the schedule will be then on Saturday evening, 4:00 p.m. and 6:00 p.m. when we reopen on Saturday evening. And then at Sunday, we'll have a 7, we'll have a 9, 11, like we usually have in the morning, 7, 9, 11. And then we'll have a 5 p.m. in the evening, and then we'll have a 7 p.m. in the evening. So I think that can really help with with making sure that everybody is able to get to Mass, and everybody is able to be assured that they're going to have communion and be able to receive communion. And that's something that really concerned me when I realized that we might be limited to how many people can come to Mass. I was thinking, boy, you just can't turn people away. And I don't think we'll be turning anyone away, all things considering. Let me see what that is. I don't think we'll be turning anyone away, all things considering, because I really think that we're can accommodate everyone handling things with those two things happening. That we have 2 extra masses on the weekend, and we have a mass in the parish hall downstairs from the church with a screen so everyone can see the mass with social distancing, and then extraordinary ministers coming downstairs to care for them. So I'll let you know. We don't have any details so far, except we think we may open at the end of the month. Although, again, please don't take this to mean that I'm announcing we are. That's not at all what I'm doing. I'm not announcing that we definitely are. But what I am saying is, if we do open in the end of May, or whenever we open, then this will be our new Mass schedule. Saturday, 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Sunday, 7, 9, 11, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then Masses downstairs in the parish hall. So let's all keep on, watching and waiting and see if anything does come out officially to tell us that we will have Mass, and when we will have it, and what the requirements will be. We don't know if we'll have to wear masks. And then when it comes to communion, there are some that are saying, well, how should we receive communion? I prefer that you receive on the tongue, because I think it's a better way of receiving communion on the tongue than in the hand. So if you receive on the tongue, then I really have a good system where I don't touch the tongue when I give communion. But what I'm thinking is that myself and the other person giving out communion can have a server or an usher standing by them with a Purell bottle. We have 2 nice kind of brass container Purell bottles. And if anyone does happen to touch the tongue or the hand is more likely. If you're giving communion in the hand, it's more likely you're going to touch the hand. So whenever that person touches the hand or the tongue, then they'll have a guy or a server right next to them, washing, using Purell for their hands. So just remember, so that's what we're going to do. That way, when I come by and I say the body of Christ, like I said, I very, very, very rarely touch the tongue. But if I do, there'll be an usher or a server right there to squeeze Purell in my hand so I can wash my fingers and then continue with communion. So I think that that's going to be a good system. I really think that that's going to be, I think at Immaculate Conception, we'll be able to accommodate anybody who wants to go to Mass with this program that the parish council and I are implementing. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always call me or let me know. You can always, message me on Facebook, and I'd be happy to, talk to you further about it. But for those who are just joining, when we open, which I think it might be at the end of May, that's what it seems like, but I'm not announcing that we are, and I'm not sure that we are. And I don't have inside information. It just seems like that might be what happens. But if we don't open in the end of May, whenever we do reopen, if it's the end of May or not, then we're going to have an extra mass on Saturday night, 4 and a 6, the regular 4 that we usually have, and I'm adding a 6 on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, 7, 9, 11, and then we're having a 5 and a 7 on Saturday night. And all masses will be streamed in our parish hall, where the chairs will be set up for social distancing, and Eucharistic ministers will come down and give you communion. So, and then I really believe that I know the size of our parish, and I know how many people typically come to Mass here on a Sunday. Hopefully there'll be more than they usually are now that, we're reopening. But I really think that the size of our church, we seat about 750 people. That's our capacity size. 750 is how many we can fit in Immaculate Conception. So, I really believe that people sitting apart or being downstairs or having these 2 extra masses will be able to accommodate everybody. So I'll let you know as soon as I hear something when we're going to open and what the requirements are going to be, how many, even if it's 50. I think under this system, having people downstairs and having these 2 extra masses, even if it's 50, we should be able to accommodate it. I don't think we'll have any. I really don't think we'll have any problem. And for daily Mass, if it's 50, that we get about 50 for daily Mass, sometimes a little more, but people can, again, sit apart. Of course, we're not going to have the sign of peace anymore, which I don't do that during flu season anyway. So we just won't have the sign of peace, of course. And like I said, if we do, unfortunately, have to wear masks, then we'll just, then you just wear masks. As the priest, I'm not going to wear a mask, but I don't think we'll have to as a priest because we're so far away from everybody. Maybe when we're giving out communion, we might have to. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that might be something we might have to do when we're giving out communion. I really wouldn't mind that as long as I can give out communion and people can come to Mass. If I have to put one on when I'm giving out communion, that might be something we have to do. Whatever it takes to open up, we'll do. But I think this extra 2 masses on Saturday evening and that extra mass on Sunday night, a 5 and a 7 on Sunday night, and a 4 and a 6 on Saturday, and then coming downstairs for the overflow and watching it on TV and having Eucharistic ministers come down and bring communion, I think is an option for us that can be very, very doable. And we should be able to accommodate everybody. So that's our plan at Immaculate Conception. That's my plan as pastor. If you have any questions, like I said, please let me know. We're going to see each other at 5 o'clock for, hi, Bob. Good to see you. If you didn't hear what I just said, then I'll post it in writing. But Bob, I was just saying that, and Bob's going to play a role in this because Bob's an usher. So Bob, I'm adding an extra Mass on Sunday night. Bob usually goes to the Sunday night Mass. He goes to either the 5 or the 7, depending upon the time of year. So I'm going to have both, Bob, a 5 and a 7 on Sunday night. No, the Mass schedule is going to stay the same that we've always had. I'm adding 2 Masses on Saturday night. I'm adding a Mass at 6 p.m. and I'm adding a Mass on Sunday night. And then, like I said, we're having the overflow downstairs where we're streaming the Mass live downstairs. So those are that's our plan of attack. Hopefully we'll be in church for Pentecost. That's what I'm hoping we'll have to be back. I can't wait. And I'm going to be streaming. I'm still going to be streaming my prayer times as well. So please know that even when we're back to church, I'm going to be streaming my prayer times. So we're still going to have evening prayer and night prayer and adoration, and that we'll still be streaming our prayer times. But like I said, hopefully we'll be open and we'll see what the requirements are when we open. We don't know. Could be 50, it could be 100, it could be wearing masks. We don't know, but whatever it is, we'll comply and we'll make the best of it. And I think we'll be able to accommodate everybody when we are open. New York City, Enrico. Hope everything's going well there. New York has been in my prayers. Being a Yankees Giants fan, I'm certainly praying for. Arlene, is this all? Yeah, I mean, it's not just my church. We don't, as Catholics, we don't really do things on our own. We have to wait for the bishop to decide, but we think that we may be opening up in the end of May. We think. But again, nothing's written in cement and nothing is certain, and we're not sure yet. And so I don't want you, as I've been saying, to leave this conversation and think, Father Capoverde said we're opening in late May and here's what he's doing. I don't know that for sure. But if we do open in late May, or when we do open, then I'm just telling you what the game plan is going to be. Okay, so hi John, Selena. So anyway, like I said, write me if you want, or message me. If I can answer your questions, I will. I think the parish council and I came up with a very, very good game plan to keep us, to make sure that no one gets turned away from Mass. And I think we'll be able to make this work. Okay, so God bless. I'll see you at 5:00 for evening prayer. If you'd like to be part of our class tonight, there's a link on how you can do that in my page. You can click onto that, Google Meet, and be part of the class tonight. We're going to be talking about the 7 sacraments and how they relate to the Bible. And then that's at 6, from 6 to 7:30. And then of course, night prayer at 10:00. Hi, Claudia. So, I don't know, Claudia, if you're just joining, then you can listen to it, in replay. So, God bless everyone. Ti voglio bene. I love you guys. And we'll see you at 5 for prayer, if you can make it. God bless. God bless everyone on YouTube. Take care.